morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of you in this masterclass of search engine optimization and welcome you all of Digital Institute. In the last session, we had the fundamentals of SEO and we went through all the topics uh, by our presenter. In today's session, we will be discussing more about the SEO. Before we move ahead, first I'd like to introduce ourselves and introduce about the Digital Institute. So Digital Institute is a premier digital marketing institute dedicated to shaping future-ready professionals. Renowned for its highest placement records, we offer comprehensive course design to equip students with cutting-edge skills in digital marketing. Our expert faculty, industry-focused curriculum, and real industry exposure ensures unmatched training quality and practical learning. At Digital Institute, our digital marketing curriculum is meticulously crafted to align with global industry standards, ensuring top-tier education for our students. Our seasoned industry experts provide invaluable insights and mentorships, guiding students towards success. With strong industry tie-ups, students gain real-world experience through internships, seamlessly bridging the gap between the academia and the industry. Additionally, our dedicated placement cell works tirelessly to equip every student with the necessary tools and support to secure employment opportunities that match their aspirations and skill sets. Now, talking about the advantage of digital edge, the industry curriculum, our curriculum aligns with global industry standards, offering relevant and up-to-date education for aspiring professionals worldwide. We have senior industry trainers. Uh, all the trainers who are present here in the Digital Edge Institute are from the industry. They are working for last many years in the industry, and this you may benefit from guidance and mentorship provided by seasoned industry experts with extensive experience in digital marketing and practical knowledge. Live projects, you may gain practical exposure through immersive live projects, allowing you to develop confidence and proficiency in the real world scenario. We have real industry internship. All the projects that you will be given will be the live projects from the industry. So you may embark on real industry internship through strategic partnerships, offering unparalleled opportunity to gain first-hand experience and establish valuable industry connections. Last but not the least, guaranteed placement support. You will receive comprehensive support from our dedicated placement cell, ensuring every graduate secures employment opportunity aligned with their aspirations and skill sets. Talking about the digital edge advantage, uh, we have two very unique feature with us, the module with us. First is artificial intelligence, introducing our groundbreaking artificial intelligence training for digital marketing aspirants, ensuring industry readiness and future-proofing career in involving landscape of digital marketing. If I talk about digital intelligence, artificial intelligence, it's just not limited to Chat GPT, Google Gemini, or creating some image or video, editing video. It's much more advanced than this. We will train you on how to use the real AI for your market research, for your data analytics, and it will help in every walk of your digital career, digital marketing career. And we have real industry internship. Digital Edge Institute as a sister concern of Tri-Info IT services. We are a full service we are providing IT services and digital marketing services to many of our clients. So all the students gain real industry internship on the real projects from the industry. Now, how the digital marketing courses will help you in launching your career or improving your skills. So even if you're looking for to launch your career or for a fresher job or changing your job, it will help you because we have designed the entire program in such a manner that it will help the freshers as well as the people who are in the industry and planning to change their career. You may increase business revenue if you are a business owner or starting to set up new business. You may learn marketing strategy that can help you attract more customers and increase sales. Expand your social media and YouTube audience. If you are a YouTuber or social media influencer, you can discover techniques to grow your followers and keep them engaged, which can lead to more influence and monetization opportunities. You may also start successful freelancing career if you are not looking for any kind of job and you want to work as a freelancer. This program is built for you. Will train you how to achieve the projects, how to gain projects, and how to work in a freelance environment. And if you are an e-commerce business owner, apply whatever you learn to drive more traffic to your online store and convert visitor into buyers. So whether you are a fresher, you are a business owner, you are a YouTuber, influencer, or a freelancer, or even an e-commerce business owner, this program is completely designed to help you all. It will help everybody who's looking to use digital marketing in their career or in their business. What is the Digital Edge program advantage? We are offering programs in both the mode, physical classes and the e-learning mode also. And for the e-learning, if you are located anywhere on this earth, in this globe, you can take these programs. We have all the classes in the live online sessions. All the trainer will train you live on either Google Meet or Zoom, and you can interact with your faculty uh, as like the normal classroom, and without relocating or traveling to the class, and saving more your important time and money also. We have 24/7 LMS. All the live classes will be recorded and made available on the LMS. In case you miss any topic or don't understand any topic, you can go back and revise the entire topic from your LMS, which is not possible in a physical classroom. If you miss any topic or don't understand even, the trainer will not repeat the entire thing for you. Now we'll train you on the real industry tools. We'll give you access of the all the tools used in the digital marketing in the industry, and this will help you in gaining the real insights of the digital marketing knowledge. As I discussed, the trainers are from the industry, and obviously, last but not least, we are providing the guaranteed placement support to everyone. And it is till you are in the industry, till you get the job, we will be working with you. Our placement department will be working with you. So now, talking about if you're looking for a job in the digital marketing domain, these are the few data from Naukri and LinkedIn. You may see like around 160,000 jobs are present as per the Naukri data, and 38,000 jobs as per the LinkedIn data. And talking about the highest salary of content and marketing manager is around 23 LPA, and similarly for the digital marketing is 18.5, and for SEO manager is 16 lakhs. So you can see how good growth is there in the digital marketing domain. If you are even you are planning to change to this domain, or working as a start working as a fresher, this is right industry for you. Now, this is the contact information. If anyone of you want to contact us, you may note down the phone number, email ID. We'll also share in the chat box. You can note it down, and we are always open to answer your any queries regarding course or regarding any other help also. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. And now I'll invite Mr. Asutosh, who will be presenting the session. And Mr. Asutosh, it's over to you. Please take through the journey of search engine optimization.
Good morning, Rajesh ji, and thank you.
Good morning.
And greetings to all the participants. Welcome this Sunday morning. Okay, so we had the session last time and we discussed a couple of things, and that was a nice one. We had queries also. So, as Rajesh ji has told us, that today we are going through some of the other topics that we have not yet covered. So, starting that, I believe those who have not been there in the last session, they could go to the recordings which is available later on. But again, we will be moving ahead from this point onwards. So, as we have discussed last time, that search engine optimization, the basic objective is to help or get our websites on top of Google search. Google is the target, no doubt. It works almost the same way for other search engines as well. But being the masters in Google, we actually prefer to that. So today we will be moving on to some advanced topics where we will be looking into the SEO part. Okay, I think we can move on to the next slide. We will be talking about introduction and importance. We have done earlier also, but yes, we will have a quick recap of that. Importance of off-page SEO. Then we will be talking about local SEO, latest trends, updates, advanced SEO techniques for technical, local, as well as off-page. And we will be considering some use case and examples. And after that, we will be open to question and answer session. We will be taking direct questions from the audience, and we will help to solve it out there. Okay, I can. We can move on to the next one. SEO, search engine optimization, that we had already done the last time, where we are actually optimizing our web pages. Optimizing our web pages means doing something. Now, what is that something? That is what these sessions are all about. That we will be doing something so that the Google algorithms, when they make their calculations, when they use their maths, our search page, our web page actually gets pulled up into that. That is the objective of serve. And when it happens, it is always in context of some keywords, because here keywords are actually the anchors. Like if someone is searching for something, now my site should come only when they are searching for something which is beneficial to me, and that's the reason we are there. That is why we want SEO. If I'm selling, let's say, books, and someone is looking for clothes, and if my site is coming on in search engine results for someone who is looking for books and clothes, it's of no use. So that is why we had discussed a lot about this last time also, that how these keywords are important. An example also we had taken, that if we have a bakery and we want to attract more customers, there are certain keywords like cakes, chocolate cake, let's say pastries, birthday cakes, and so many things. Apart from that, if you are also depends on your business model. If you are delivering your product, let's say within a range of 5 kilometers, then your target would be to get your site or your business in front of people who are actually looking for your product and services, and where you can actually deliver also. It won't make any sense if you are ranking on top in US when you are delivering only within 10 kilometers range in Noida. So that will be directing your efforts in the wrong direction. So that is what actually search engine optimization is. Like I will just take a demo here, especially for the participants who were not there the last time. So I would just share my screen also here. So now we start with google.com. That comes, and let's say I'm looking for uh, best bakery shop around me. Now you see, we are getting this. What you are looking at, this is your search engine results page. And if you look at this, it is giving you certain places. Then we have just dial. Then we have the TripAdvisor. Then we have Zomato. So what you are looking here, these all are your SERP, that is search engine results page. Our objective is, if I am, let's say, optimizing my website for best bakery shop around me, so this will be my keyword. And when someone types on this keyword, and if I am working on my website, then my objective would be to get my site on top of this page. That is what it is all about. That is what SEO is all about. Let's switch back to the slide, and we will be switching here and there as we move ahead. So we can switch back to the slide, and later we will move back on this. Rajesh ji, can we get back to the slide, please?
Yes, sir. Right.
Can we get back on the
Yeah, yeah,
slide,
sure,
please?
sure.
We will be switching in and on. So whenever that is required, we will get on here, and otherwise we will be there on the slide. We'll be taking some parts from there and then back over here. Okay, so this is what we had covered in the last time. Um, Overview of SEO, where we have looked into the crawling, indexing, and ranking concepts. In on-page SEO, we have done keyword research, meta tags, content optimization, header tags, URL structure, and internet linking. That is all we have done in the previous class. Okay, next slide, please. Today, we are going to work on this. We had a slight discussion earlier, but today we will be going a bit deeper into this backlink, one of the very important concepts. And actually, this is also a kind of business that is working, and this is where most of the uh, gray market in SEO works upon. Acquiring links from other reputable websites to your site. So, what exactly we want is that other websites link back our website so that we gain. This is actually known as backlink. That I have a site, let's say x.com, and other sites, let's say y.com, z.com, a.com. All these sites are adding some URL or hyperlink to my site, which you might have seen that if you go through any of the sites, you will see that there are hyperlinks, and whenever you click on those hyperlinks, it opens another website. So this website is actually giving backlink to the other website. Now, why this is important? This is kind of credibility, like it happens in academics, research papers, journals, magazines. Especially the value of the research is calculated on the basis of how many times and in what places your findings are cited. So that same concept is used by Google to get the value of a website. How good or bad is it? So that is what the target is, to gain backlinks. Now, when we say gain backlinks, we are not only interested in gaining the backlinks, rather we are interested in gaining good backlinks. Because if you are gaining a bad backlink, instead of uh, giving positive returns to your site, it will act as negative. Negative means it will pull down your ranking. So backlinks are kind of very dangerous concept in SEO. It is something that if you get it right, it is beneficial, and if you get it wrong, it is not only neutral but it is disastrous. It can take it. It has happened in past also, that many websites, because see what happens with backlink. As I told you that it's a kind of a gray market where there are businesses, there are peoples who are actually trading backlinks, selling backlinks. You will be asked to pay an amount and they will give you the backlinks. Now, Google is smart, very smart. That is the reason they are. It's not easy to market the entire world and behave so dumb. So these people actually consider, no doubt, it takes some time to detect because it's a huge network, it's a huge world. But by the end of the day, they do detect. And when they detect, they penalize the websites who are into this kind of business. If you have purchased backlinks, okay, your site may rank very well for a few days, but as soon as Google detects it, your site will get penalized. Penalized means there are two things that can happen. Your site will either go down in ranking, or it may even be totally banned from Google. So that is why it has to be very, very important and critical. In fact, backlink is something that we don't need to get into the trading or buying or part. If you work good enough, if you have the content, means it's like, you have to create something that people should love to relate it. Like it happens, let's say, if I talk about Sachin Tendulkar. So if you any of us ever meet Sachin Tendulkar, we want to have a selfie so that we can boast it, and we can, show to the world that, okay, see, I have a selfie with this person. Same thing happens with backlink. If your content is good enough, if your content is of that level, people would automatically love to link to your content on their site. Okay, see, this is what we have got, this is what is there. So that's the kind of thing that actually works on backlink. And honestly speaking, if you ask me, in my last more than a decade of career in this consultancy in international market, I never ran behind building backlinks. And honestly, we always used to focus on the content, the quality of the content. And you may not believe, but we never ever thought about backlinks, and we always had it in plenty. So that is the objective that we have to keep while working on backlinks. Now, there are certain things that happen, and again, you have to be very judicious and very intelligent when working on backlink. It's like a double-edged sword. It can hit you, and it can be beneficial for you. So let's see what are the things that we can do. Next slide, please. Guest blogging. Now, this guest blogging is something that is of value, but again, as I told you, that even guest blogging has a gray market area. That there have been sites who actually charge you to make you appear like a guest blog to their website. So keep your hands out of such kind of sites. It's see, guest blogging is like uh, those who have been into colleges. You must have seen, we always get guest professors, guest lecturers. Now, what they do, they are actually expert in their field, and they will be called upon because of their expertise to different platforms. The same thing happens with guest blogging. If I'm having an expertise in something, so there are different sites, different businesses who would like to present me as a guest visitor or a guest presenter. So that's the kind of thing that happens in guest blogging. Means you write a blog about an expertise about something that is new, that is your, kind of thing, and you get the space on some other website. So when you get the space on some with the other websites, generally as a credential check or as a credential validation, you get a backlink to your website. So that is how it actually works. Guest blogging, this is something, but again, guest blogging, as I told you, that for that you have to have that kind of expertise in your subject. And if you are going for paid basis, then again you are at high risk. As long as it works it good, whenever it gets detected, your site will get penalized. So that is what guest blogging is all about. You will have an article on someone else's website where there will be a link back to your website. That is guest blogging. You will be the guest blogger of that. Okay, next slide, please. Social media engagement. I think this is something we all are familiar with. We all use LinkedIn, professional web, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and there are many, many more. Now, what happens when we post something on social media? We are actually gaining backlinks from there also. That is also a kind of off-page SEO. Again, in backlinks, there may be follow links, no follow links, but again, every link has some value. So when we say social media engagement, it is kind of quite a varied domain where we are not only strengthening the off-page SEO in terms of backlink or backlink uses, but we are also promoting our website on social media. As we all know that the engagement or the presence of people on social media is much more than any other platform today. It's like kind of a audience. There is a footfall, there is a huge footfall on social media platforms. So if we are present there, we are directly connecting with the participants, with our prospective audience, which is actually important and good. So when we say social media engagement, we are talking about both the ways. It's not only gaining backlinks. So this is one way that you can go for social media engagement for improving the off-page SEO of your website. But do remember that off-page SEO only works when we have worked hard on our on-page SEO. Because if on-page SEO is weak, if you don't have much content, if you don't have quality content, your off-page SEO is not going to work. You can consider off-page SEO as a kind of an upper layer that sits over the on-page SEO. First of all, you have to work on on-page SEO, and then you have to move on to off-page SEO. Okay, we can move on to next. Influencer outreach. Again, this is something that I believe we all have heard a lot. Influencers, this kind of influencers word, where we have influencers on Instagram, where we have influencers on YouTube, where we have influencers on LinkedIn. Now, who are these influencers? These influencers in general are people who have the power, or rather, it's better to say that we have actually given them the power to influence our decision. They will influence our decision. For example, let's say I'm going to purchase a mobile phone. Now I'm quite confused because these days it's like such a huge market, so many complications, technically, price wise, feature wise, quality wise. I am finding it very difficult to narrow down that which mobile should I buy. So what we do is, I believe most of us are doing the same. We go to YouTube or Instagram and we start looking for their features. There are people who are actually talking about those phones. They are making comparisons. They are giving you about details about their features, about the technological advancement, how it could be helpful, what are the shortcomings. And now, based on that, we actually make our buying decision. So somehow these people are influencing us. So sometimes what happens that there are people who have established their reputation so strong in a market that if they say that X product X is good, we just blindly believe them that yes, if that person is saying that product X is good, we should get it. And this is nothing new. It has been in practice from quite a long time. Even if you look at TV, those celebrities, those sports authorities, those sports players, those are champions. When they come into the ad of any product, we tend to believe that okay, this he is promoting it, that means it should be good. So that is what something happens in influencer outreach, that over the if you say in the world, there are people who have established this kind of reputation for themselves, and because they have that kind of reputation, so in that case we start believing them. So now the other way around, what we do is, or the businesses, like if you are looking at TV, you might be quite familiar with, I won't take the name of any, but nowadays there are n number of influencers in the market who have their specific niche in which they are considered like god, and if there's something, followers believe it, which I believe personally is kind of a wrong practice. We should not be so blindly driven into any influencer. But again, that is how the market works, and that is how the things are working. So, what businesses are doing, they will reach to those influencers and they will ask them to promote their product, talk about their product, to let the word reach out to their selected audience, and that is how you actually increase your off page SEO. They talk about you, they give you the links and so on. Again, here Google has been strict that if there is any paid promotion, paid campaign, or you are doing any kind of paid outreach, you have to mention that. So even if you are looking at some video, so right in the beginning it will flash the message that this video contains paid promotion campaign. So the users are aware that okay, this is something that is said by someone, even if the influencers, they are getting paid for this. Earlier it was not. So at least in this digital arena and with Google, they have ensured that if someone has taken any kind of payment or is on paid basis, then that has to be mentioned explicitly into their uh, messaging. So that is how influencer outreach happens. Okay, next slide, please. Online reputation management. Now, online reputation management is kind of whatever we have talked about. It is a mix of all that. We are actually creating a brand value of our business. For example, if I say, let's say Microsoft, let's say Apple. Now, Apple is a brand which has a public perception that if I'm going to purchase an iPhone or if I'm going to purchase a MacBook, I have a very strong mindset that okay, if I'm going to purchase this brand, then it has value. We will get good value. We will get good products with good features, with good after sales warranty, with most probably no breakdowns, and so on. So that is what we call about the online reputation management. That is what it is all about, a mix of all. We are actually building a brand for our products so that whenever someone even listens to that brand value, they have a trust that okay, this is the thing, okay, that is good, I must go for it. They don't have to think twice. That is what online reputation management is. uh, I will just switch over to my this screen for a few minutes to help you understand a couple of things that we have just discussed. So I'm just taking over the presentation. Okay, just let me know as soon as the screen gets visible. Is it now?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So now, as you can see, uh, let's say I don't know what to do. Like just that is how it happens. I want to go for guest blogging, let's say. So, where can I guest blog in clothing material? Let's say I have something like clothing. So, you see, guest blog, sustainable fashion. You see, first link. If you open this, you can see here, it will have some details. So, whenever you are going for guest blogging, you have to actually search for your own domain. See, there should be something like where you have your own market. You won't go and start selling your products to someone who don't need it. So, like if you say here, transitioning Bangladesh textile industry to sustainable development. This is the category of guest blog. So these all are guest bloggers. So, like if you see interview with Dr. Shariar Hussain, co-founder, and this is a guest blog. So this person's article is coming on sustainfashion.info. This is the guest blog. So if they allow you, you can go ahead with it. Now, if you see, they have these links over here: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Now, again, it depends. It's not important that everyone will have their site's address. But yes, in this entire blog, like if you see here, you see the UBA study, the role of durability and useful life for a sustainable approach to clothing. What you are looking here, this text, this is your uh, anchor text that we had talked about. And when I click on this, you can see that it is opening a link. Now let's see what link it is opening. You see, this domain is something different. This is a backlink opportunity. So someone, they have the article, went for guest blog, and in that guest blogging, they have got this site's link over there. So now this site has got this link. If I go back, you see this domain is sustainfashion.info. And this one is umweltbundesement.d. This is German. So again, if I consider it myself, it feels a bit of off the way, but I don't know German. Well, it depends on what it might be all about. Uh, One thing I would like to demonstrate more over here. Let me see. Oh, that is- This one SEO Quake. This is one tool that you may have in your browser. Now, what happens with this? Let's see. I activate this. As soon as I activate, I get this toolbox over here, right? Now, what this toolbox is, I switch it on. SEO Quake enabled. This is a tool that actually gives me lots of analytics related to this web page. Now, you can see here the parameters. Page Google Cache data 26 July 2024. Facebook likes not applicable. Pinterest pin count 0. Google index not applicable. Yahoo index not applicable. Bind index 389. SEM rush rank 2.86 M. SEM rush SE traffic. Then there are other. Then we have backlinks. SEM rush backlink 0. SEM rush subdomain. You see 2452. Root domain 2.45. Google index. So what exactly this is doing is this is giving me most of the stats that I would like to go through on this page. For example, now again this has to be connected. So if you connect SEM Rush with that, you can get it here. If not, we can go here, page info. Now you see here this candidates who were there in the last time, they could relate it better. This is the title of the this web page. Meta keywords missing, meta description missing. The developers have not given this. Internal links are 53 where 0 no follow, and external links are 15 where 0 is no follow. Parameters cached, Facebook, and this domain keyword density you can see here. Like total number of keywords are 885, and you have keywords textile found in not in heading, not in title, repeats 12 times. Total density of this keyword on this page is 1.36%. This is all on page. I'm just demonstrating it in short. You have clothing. Now, T and H1 means that this particular keyword is found in title as well as heading 1, and it repeats 12 times. Its density is 1.36%. So that is how you get. This is one. If we consider two phrase words, then we have these again, how many times it gets repeated, what is the density. If we take three words phrases, then how many times it repeats, what is the density. Four words, how many times it repeats, and density. Then if we go on to the diagnosis part, you can see here URL, that slug and URL we were talking about. And it also gives you indication of what could be wrong, where you need to look into. Like green tick is technically it is okay. There is no technical issue in that. Canonical tag is set. Title is set 67 characters. Optimal normally we keep it under 70 characters. Meta description they have not given, and it's generally 160. On this page, what are the different headings that are used? Sustainable clothing, more focus on long use. This is H1. You see one H1, one H2, 1, 2, 3 H3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 H4. These are the different headings that we have. There are images, but there are two images there where alt tag is not defined. So that is where you can work on. This is a warning where you can see text HTML ratio is 21.75%. Now, text HTML ratio means that when we consider the entire code of this text HTML, then text is 21.75%, while the HTML part is rest of it goes into the HTML, which is good. Frames are not there, Flash is not detected, micro formats is not utilized, the schema.org is not utilized, Open Graph, no, it is not there. Again, it's a Facebook. Twitter card is not there. AMP is your mobile version, accelerated mobile pages. This page does not have an AMP version. Meta viewport, that means your page looks good on mobile phones. Robots.txt will be dealing with that. It is there. XML sitemaps is there. Language is defined. Doc type is defined. Encoding is defined. Google Analytics is not present on this. And we have an off-tab icon image. So here we get an idea about what is missing, where I need to work on. And this is just a signal that, yes, these are the things that we can work on. If we go on to internal, now, if you see internal links, total links 53. What are the links which are given? What are the anchor text? If you see here, the links are this. Then we have anchor, skip to content. Here also you can see Google cache data, Facebook likes, and SEMrush backlink patterns. You can see here. So you get a complete list of all the URLs which are internal links. Internal links means these links are actually linking back to your own website. And what is the anchor text for that backlink? That is also given. So here you get a complete internal link profile. If we move on to the next one, we get to external. Now here I get a profile of the external link of my website. I think becomes more visible now. You can see that what are the links, what is the anchor text, Google index, Bing index, SEMrush rank, backlink parameters, and so on. These are the values that you need to look into. It is good, it is bad, or it is just average. So this is something that you need to work on when you are looking into the profile of backlinks that we were talking about just now. Like if you see the first one, Bing index is this, SEMrush rank is this, SEMrush backlinks is 28. 28, that is the SEM pattern. Facebook, we just talked about social media. So you see, there is a link coming from social media. Sorry, this is going to the social media. Then we have twitter.com, linkedin.com, pinterest.com, hejsupport.org, online courses, podcaster, Spotify, Anchor. These all are the backlinks which are there on your web page that we were talking about. And if we look into the density, then you get a complete detail about what are the different keywords which are there on this web page, and their density, two words, one words, three words, and then you will also get a complete text of all the keywords or all the words which are there on this page. Even if you go to, if you see here, you have another stat. Total words 832, two words phrases 65, three words phrases 47, four word phrases 30, which are actually making some sense. And here also you can have comparison. You can compare two domains to check. For example, if I take this one and let's say I take this one, the one that was linked, and if I just pull it from here and we put it over here and I say that, okay, process these URLs and let's see what is the comparison. So you see here the Bing index is 389 for sustained fashion, while the other one has 2270. SEM rush rank is 228 lakh 60,835 in the first case and 9 lakh 7,914 in the second one. So SEM rank is better for the second URL. SEM rush backlinks, if we say the first one is not having, the second one is having 28. Subdomain backlinks, the first one is 2452 and the other one is 7368261. So this is just one of the tools. If you look around, you will find many tools which will be able or which will be well equipped to provide you the details of your page, any web page. So this is how we actually work, compare, study, analyze, and find out the gaps which can be further dealt with. So now let's move back to our slide, and later we will be coming back over here. Back to Jitendra ji, you can please start the slide again. Okay, so online reputation management, as I had discussed earlier, also it's a kind of brand building activity that sits on top of everything we are doing in this on page, off page, and that's all. Okay, next slide, please. Local citations and listings. Um, like local citations and listings are, for example, maps, Google Business. There are local directories. So you are actually listing or putting your products on those. An example would be we are quite aware of that. Let's say there is a restaurant, local restaurant in our neighborhood. What they will have their listings on Zomato, they will have the listings on, let's say, Swiggy. They will have listings on Google Maps, on Google Business, and so on. So these kind of things actually help you get your position strong in the local market. Now, what do we mean by this? These are like, when I'm searching for something, it sometimes gives us an option also that best restaurants near me. So when you say near me, it actually makes use of these local citations and listings along our neighborhood. So that is how it helps. So this is something that can be done to gain momentum of your business in local area. So whatever channels are available in your market, in your domain, in your specific niche of product or services, that you have to exploit here. And The reason is that your delivery, your business is actually operating in the local environment also. So your conversions will happen only in the local market, not in the international or national market. So for those people who have a limited market in the neighborhood, they should actually work hard on this local citations and local listings. Okay, next one. Next slide, please. Technical SEO, site speed optimization. Now, what exactly site speed optimization is? A few years back, it was not such a big thing, but now it is. And I remember while working, I had a very good friend, and he was my client also, and I was his client also. So we were in kind of working in um collaborative mode. And that man was a master in site speed optimization. Like, you just bring him the site and he was going to make it fast like anything. Now, fast doesn't mean 100%. So, I was lucky enough that I actually worked on this domain. Not, I would say, to that extent that he was doing. He was the perfect master. And but I knew, I learned, I saw everything from inside, how the things actually work. And this is something that is very, very important and makes a very strong impact on your site performance. Google, like when we used to do it, when we started, this was not something that was considered as a ranking factor by Google. At that time we were working because we wanted to provide a good experience to site visitors, so that they don't have to wait for loading the site. But later on, Google included this as one of the major factors in uh, this. So I will be taking back because I would like to demonstrate a couple of things on this site speed optimization and how the things actually work and how you should crack on it. Okay, so I am taking back to the presentation. So once we are done with all this, we will be open to question answer sessions where we'll be taking the queries. So all audience, whatever questions or queries you are having, you can keep noting it down, and by the end of this, we will go through it. So starting with this, let's say if I want to say best, I will just start with the first one: restaurants near me. So now see what happens. It knows where I am, Noida extension, and it knows that these are some of the options. Now, from where they are getting this, let's say I open Kala Namak restaurant. Now, you see what you are showing here on the right hand side. This is your, uh, just give me a moment. I would be in a better condition to work on this. Just a moment. Now, if you see here, this Kala Namak restaurant, okay, this is the title. Now, this part that you are looking, this is your Google business listing that I was telling you about. This is where you have to list your business. This is the map on the left hand side. This is your map that we are looking into. You have to pin your business over here. Apart from that, if you look over here, you see the ratings also, right? Like, I recently dined at Kala Namak. The food was amazing and the ambience was perfect. Highly recommended, and you leave such ratings also. These are Google reviews. These all are a part of your local listing. When you want to have your local presence, then this has to happen. This is actually going to help you. Fine. This one. You see, 97 people have left the review with an overall 4.9 rating. This is something that is out of control. Like you cannot change the ranking once it is given. So businesses have to be very careful on this. That if people start leaving negative ranking on your business, the topic that we just talked about, online reputation management, that is going to get hampered. So be careful. So these are certain things that can be done to improve your local listing. Okay, so you can see here all questions sent to your phone and web results. It's all there. Write a review. If you want to leave a review, you can see that. Share. If you want to suggest an edit, you can even suggest an edit also, change the name or other, close or remove. So as a user, Google has given us. So people actually collaborate on that. People can talk about your business and so on. If you see here, SEO Quake is on. If I switch it off, it is now on, and I can just switch it off from here also. This is just an extension, browser extension that can be used. Okay, so this is there. Now, let's get back to page speed. Now, page speed, if I just search page speed, we are getting page speed insights, Google for developers, Google for developers, and so on. Page speed insights. Let's look at this first of all. Google page speed tools are here. So Google has its own tool where you can just check. Let's say Airtel.in. Let's do an analysis of this. Airtel.in. What is the page speed of this? So if I just pull it from here, and I go on this and I enter the URL and I say analyze. So now Google is analyzing the page speed and core web vital assessment failed. Largest contentful paint is 2.7 second. Interaction to next paint is 159 cumulative. Now these are some technical jargons that if you actually go through it, you will get to know. Apart from that, there are certain factors which are given. There are certain points which are given. So this is you get a complete analytics about the page speed. In overall, it has the rank of 67, 67 scores. And this is mobile. If you look here, this is mobile performance. Core Web Vitals failed. Failed means if I want computed from the Core Web Vitals metrics over the last 28 days collection period, FID. Okay, so time to first byte. I will be coming to that. So few of it. Diagnose performance issues. Performance is 67. Accessibility is 69. Best practice is 98. SEO is 100. Wow, that's great. They have done 100 on 100 on SEO part. Uh, First contentful paint, large contentful paint, cumulative layout shift, total blocking time, speed index. This is a tree map, how the page is getting loaded step by step. And there are certain diagnostics also, like largest contentful paint element is 6.04 6040 millisecond. Now it has also given you the complete details of it. That this is the largest contentful element painted with the view code. That means when you are actually pulling up the website, when we say largest contentful paint means that which object is actually the largest on your website and how much time it is taking. So irrespective of all the other contents which are there and whatever time it is taking, this is one thing that takes 6040 milliseconds. And 6040 milliseconds means that this page will take this much time. So this is the maximum that is required. Reduce JavaScript execution time. It will give you the tips that JavaScript execution time is 1.3 second. You have to reduce. Minimize main thread work. Consider reducing the time spent. 4.3 second. Avoid an excessive DOM size, 851 elements. Total 851 elements are there which are actually working on this. Eliminate render blocking resource. Potential saving of 750. You see, not second, we are talking about milliseconds. So that is the kind of thing that we are looking into page insights. These red ones are the signals that actually is drastic, means you need to work on these. Orange ones are like, this is again red, reduce unused JavaScript, potential saving of 54 KIV. So this is this one. Serve image in next gen formats, 1093 KB of potential savings are there if you work on this. And even here it is giving you exactly the images, that which image is actually taking how much space, what is the potential saving. So personally, I have seen that image is one of the biggest pain part in your page speed and even in display. So whenever you are putting images on your website, you have to be very careful and extra vigilant on that. So anyways, this is there. Serve static assets with an efficient cache policy. Again, this that is the reason we put this into technical SEO, because it is giving you that okay, these are the pain points. These, it is even giving you that this specific thing is causing this kind of pain, and if you improve, this is what it is actually doing. So this is where you can save, how much you can save. See, properly size images, again it is a major issue I have experienced, that people don't give this to this because images are a major chunk of any website, and if you are not doing it good, it is going to cost you. So here you see it is giving you the complete details. Efficiently encode images, most of the things are. And if you might not believe, 50% of your site speed is dependent on you working well with your images. There are n number of factors related to images that actually uh, make the things really bad. And apart from that, you have avoid long main threads, user timing mark measures, and if you go, you can also see the details. Now, technically, you have to actually go and fix this if you want to have the page speed improved. This is for mobile version. If I want to make look it at desktop, then you see desktop core vital, web vitals, fast. This is the desktop version. This is the mobile version. So you see, mobile desktop things are much better. We have a score of 87, accessibility 69, best practices 96, SEO is 92. So SEO here is reduced a bit. Uh, Again, this is not just one. There are three more. One is when we say page speed, GT metrics is another important tool that we use. Then we have Pingdom, which is another one. In fact, we personally used Google quite less, more with GT metrics, Pingdom. And there is one more page, web page, web page test, web page speed test. These are three very good tools that we actually use. Pingdom, GT Matrix, yes, web page test. So these all actually give you, for example, if I paste the same over here, airtel.in and test from North America, San Francisco, I say, okay, start the test. Web page test. Okay, I go here, I just put the URL over here and I say three test runs. Okay, start the test. And GT metrics, I just give this one and say test now. So now they will do the test. Now, if you see performance grade A is 91. Page size is 3.1 MB. Load time is 270 milliseconds and request is 48. Here you can see the zone area. E grade 56 add expire sectors. Site is not using expire headers because of which this score is down. Compress components with gzip. We have 67. So this is one part where we can work out. Reduce DNS lookup. DNS lookup is using. Apart from that, we have 95, 100, 100. Response code, okay. Content size by content type. Again, you see, you have lots and lots of data over here. Airtel 3 point. This is the snapshot, how the things are going. For example, this one 1.2 KB starts loading from here, SSL and so on. It goes on and on. So here we have this. It only gives you what are the pain points. After that, like web page has, okay, this one. You see here we have time to first byte. Now this is something very important I wanted to talk about just in short. Time to first byte. T TFB, TTFB, something we say. Now, this part is actually dependent on your server. If you are getting your time to first byte high, that means you have some problem with your server configuration. So in that case, you have to get hold of those guys who are managing your server and tell them that there is something wrong over there. You start rendering 3.6. This is the time that it takes right from the beginning. First contentful paint takes 3.58 seconds. So this is something that you need to work on. When you use your website, when you design your website, now where actually do I improve these things? As I told you that time to first byte, start render, these things are dependent on your server configuration. So if something is wrong over here, your server configuration is wrong. First contentful frame, good. Largest contentful frame, this. Cumulative layout shift. So greens are good. Time to first byte, TTFB, good. That means server configuration is good. Individual runs. Here you can see the snapshot. Content breakdown. Like HTML, how much of your site is HTML, JS, font, other, image, and so on. You see, image 61.5%, 24 images. Requests in bytes, if you say 85.8. So, image is one pain point, real pain point that you actually need to work on. This is just the snapshot how the things are moving over there. So images are there. Look into that. What is the dimension of the image that is served? What is the dimension of the image that you have created? Are you using PNG images? Are you using JPG images? For us, we believe that okay, it is all same. No, it is not all same. Every image, PNGs are heavier sizes, heavier size images, but with better quality. JPG are lightweight images. So if your size is, if your image is not that important, even there is no marginal difference, we should always use JPG websites. Another is, let's say, you use an image of, let's say, 4,000 by 6,000 pixels, very high quality image. What happens on the web page? It is serving in 200 by 400 pixels. So what it is doing, it is actually changing your image from 4,000 to 6,000 to 200 to 600 or 200 to 400. Again, that is taking time, slowing down the website. If you use the image of the same size that is served, you are actually saving the time. Your site will be using cache mechanism. How strong is your cache? That will define this. So these are some of the factors that actually help you with the website. If you see GT metrics, again, we have B, we have 80%, we have structure 92%, and so on. If you log in, you can create a free account if you work on this, and you will get the details of that. So these are certain tools that we actually use to analyze and understand where is the problem, and then the technical team comes in which actually resolves these problems. So that's there we are working with page speed, and this factor is important in terms of uh, Google SEO ranking. Page size should be as less as you could make it. So one is your GT metrics, another is your tools pingdom, another is your Google page speed, which is always there, and GT metrics this, and there was one more. Have we deleted that web page test? GT matrix, yes, there was, I think, yes, this is there, webpagetest.org. So if you sign it up and you can get it, this one. So you get better details on this. Professionals, they need to purchase some subscription for that. So, anyways, that is how this page speed works. So let's get back to the slide, and maybe after a few slides, we will be turning back to understand a couple of things back. Okay, back to Jitinderji. So after that, page speed, mobile friendliness. Now, mobile friendliness, page speed, and couple of other things are closely related or tied up with each other. Your site should be responsive, look good on all devices, especially mobile phones. Google uses mobile first index. Google always considers the mobile one as the first because, as per today's market, most of the sites are actually opened on mobile. So they target on that part. So if you are working on page speed, the server configuration, the cache, and responsive websites, then your mobile friendliness score automatically goes up. Okay, next one, please. You even have that AMP accelerated mobile page test for websites. When I will move on, then I will just give you a demonstration of this also. Then we have SSL. Again, a few years back, SSL was not as important. Some sites were having SSL, some were not having SSL. SSL is like, if you see the current screen, you will see on top it is written HTTPS, and there is a lock sign shown in the uh, address bar of your web browser. So this HTTPS means that your site is with secure socket layer, where they have a certificate. It's a layer of authenticity that is added. So couple of years back, Google made it a ranking factor that the sites having SSL will get more SEO juices. Later to that, every site actually implemented it. So nowadays, you will rarely get to see any site where it is HTTP. Now, most of the sites are HTTPS. So this is the factor that actually helps build the trust, the validation, even your online banking or any monetary configurations or any monetary transactions can only be performed when the site is enabled with secure socket layer. And whether the site is enabled with secure socket layer, that you can always check with HTTPS. And that's the reason that if sometime now if you are opening a site which don't have an HTTPS version, it gives you a warning signal and it blocks you, and then gives you an option that still if you want to go ahead, that will be at your own risk. So that is what secure socket layer actually works with. Next slide, please. Now comes XML sitemap. Uh, we have talked about uh, crawling, indexing, and ranking. Now the question is, how does that crawling starts? So Google, if you have worked on Google Webmaster Tools, we actually submit a site's XML sitemap. XML is a data structure. It's a kind of database. So where it is structured, and sitemap, as the name suggests, it contains the entire list of content of your website that starts with, and it is one of the initial and kind of mandatory requirement for technical SEO. Like in technical SEO, we want to measure a number of things, and let's say you want to list your site on Google Analytics or on Google Webmaster Tool. So you actually analyze, read, understand, and after that you take necessary steps to help it out. So for that, it starts with XML sitemap. If you don't have an XML sitemap of your site, it will not be listed on your Google webmaster tools. If it doesn't get listed on there, you won't be able to know what is there or what is not there. So that is what XML sitemap is. I will be just demonstrating it. I think one more slide is there related to this. Next one, please. Robots.txt. Both go hand in hand. Next one. Next slide. Robots.txt. These are two files that actually decide the fate of your website on Google search engine. Robots.txt is a file that gives instructions to Google crawlers that which part of my website is accessible to you or which part is not accessible to you. Means let's say I don't want to list each and everything on my website on Google to come in. So we can do that with robots.txt. Now, when in our previous session, we understood that uh, whenever we are searching or we are, let's say, before searching, like how the search engine works, it will crawl your website, and from crawling it will collect all the information of your website. Now, prior to this, how will it know what part of your website is open to Google or not? It's your website, it's my website, so I should have the control of that. Google is not going to forcefully access my website. I have to give it the permission. So that permission comes from robots.txt, where we decide that which section of my site is open to you, which section of my site is not open to you. And in the next step, it looks for the exact URLs of my website. Those URLs I put in sitemap.xml. Let's have a look at this. So I'm taking over to this one screen, the presentation. So I can demonstrate these 2, 3 topics over here. Okay, the first one is accelerated mobile page, AMP test. AMP test, Google Search Console. I go there, I open it, and it opens. Now, let's say I open the same airtel.in. This is the website, not my website. It's the site of Airtel. I don't have any control on this, but at least certain analytics I can always check. So I just put it here and I put it on this. Test the URL. Testing live URL. This might take a minute or two. It's just going through it. And we have to be a little patient. Just wait for this. And in a few minutes, we will have the result. You will have all the guidelines, all the testing tools, everything on the net. See, not an AMP page. It is not an AMP page. So we got to know, monitor AMP for your entire website. I have to go to Search Console. I have to connect this URL. If I want to, let's say, URL prefix only, let's say I give it here and I say continue. Checking the verification. No. Why? Because when I go to Google Search Console, I cannot get the internal details of any website. Otherwise, what will happen? I can go and study and analyze the entire website of anyone. So now it will ask you to verify the ownership. So ahead of this, you can only go and look into your own websites by verifying it ownership. So since I don't have an ownership, I have no options to go back and I cannot get into this. So this is one thing that is there. Do remember that we have always a limited scope of looking at the analytics or internals of the website. We cannot just go through each and everything. Another was, let's say, this one. Now, robots.txt and sitemap.xml. These are the two files that exist on each and every website, or that should exist. Now again, this is my website, so I may decide not to have it. So how to check that? Go to any website slash robots.txt, type this, and you will this is its robots.txt file. If you see here, you can see user agent star means agent star means any uh, chat, any crawler. Disallow Airtel Live Star. That means disallow means Airtel Live folder and anything inside that. Star means wildcard. That means anything inside that is disallowed. Google crawlers are not allowed to access this part. Growth CMS pages, entire directory. App Star, anything that starts with app and word, not accessible. Mobile, form, AES, M, serial list. These all are disallow. Along with that, they have also mentioned that allow digital store. Then we have disallow blog author, disallow star ampersand star, disallow digital store. Inside digital store UTM star UTM. Only digital store is allowed, but not anything inside that folder. Only certain files disallow. Then user agent slurp. This was for user agent star. Now these are the crawlers. So for slurp, they disallow these ones: sitemap.xml, infinity sitemap, ISP sitemap, broadband sitemap, XML. These are XML sitemaps. So here we define which part of the site is allowed by crawlers so that they can pull and they can index, and which part is not. Same way, if I open any website, I'm taking here Airtel, you can try it out with any website. If you just type the domain name and then sitemap.xml, you will see the list. Now, if you see, this is the entire list of all the pages which are present on this website. Here it contains. So the crawler actually pulls these and then they start picking up these links. They know that whatever is on the website will be present in this file. This is your sitemap. So your SEO actually starts here. It is also change frequency is also given that this link will be changed in weekly. That means the crawlers will actually come back and look into these URLs after a week. If they have crawled it today, they won't be looking at it at least for a week. After a week, they will go through it. So you have this weekly and so on. Priority is given. That means which one has the priority over the others. So this is your sitemap.xml. So now robots.txt or sitemap.xml, again the site where you are building. If you are using WordPress, if you are using Shopify, if you are using any other platform, it will have its own features where you can define your robots.txt, where you can define the conditions that create sitemap, because sitemap is not created manually. It is not possible that every time any change happens on my site, I am going to manually update sitemap. No, I am not. There are tools, there are automations which are creating these sitemaps automatically. But yes, there are certain configurations that I can define on here. So these are the two files that actually work on, and you have to look into its configuration whenever you are designing or working on a website. So I think we move back to our presentation slides over there. Back to Jitendra ji. Canonical tags. Canonical tags are again a technical part. Technical part in the sense that sometimes we have different versions of a web page. So Google gets confused with it. Like, let's say if I have a web page, I have created a mobile version, I have created a desktop version, or I have created it somewhere else, let's say for some other website. So if Google finds the same content here and there, it will say that this is duplicate content. You have copied someone's content to somewhere else. So for that, there is always a part that says canonical tags. Canonical tags means that if you have duplicate copies of your web page, then one of them will be original and other will be copies, just the references, or let's say even if you have. So how to avoid this duplicacy? How to make Google believe or know that this is not just the duplicate, the user has it same. So we define it as canonical tags. So canonical tags is the original one. If I creating a copy of that, again you will have a option over there on the page where you are creating canonical tags, so where you can always copy paste the original URL, so that Google is not going to mark it as a duplicate page or duplicate content. Okay, next one. Next slide, please. Now, latest trends and updates in SEO. This is something, honestly speaking, I think nobody can explain you. In general, yes, AI is there. Yes, machine learning is there. And it is taking over our entire life cycle. So, this is not going to be left out. Google or any search engine has already started using AI in their search engine algorithms. Now, when we say AI, it's artificial intelligence and it has its own potential. So, naturally, earlier to this, our Google learning or Google search engines were using plain algorithms. Now they are going to use smart algorithms. In fact, they have started learning on their own. The best part or the best feature of AI is learning over time. When they, let's say, if they do a search on 10 times, then based on those 10 times, the algorithm will update itself automatically, considering it as a learning. That is why it is called artificial intelligence. Just like we learn from our mistakes, from our experience, machines are also going to learn like that. So even if you have seen, I was just reading through one of the updates that came. I believe in US, AI has been rolled in with Google search engine, where they have started summarizing the entire Google search engine result into a paragraph. And this feature I have personally noticed in Amazon. If you go to the review part, if you are looking for any product on Amazon, so we go to customer reviews. Now customer reviews, let's say there are 5,000 customer reviews. So it's very difficult for me to go through 5,000 customer reviews. So they have also started using AI, based on which what AI does is it will analyze entire 5,000 reviews which are given over there, customer reviews, and it will just make a smart short summary of that. And in fact, below that it is always written that this summary is created by Google, this AI feature. So these things are coming in SEO field also, and it will keep on updating. Next slide, please. Voice search optimization, yes, this is there. We have seen it. Many of us must be using it also. That we actually start speaking. Now we find it difficult to even type. So what we say, okay, find best uh, restaurants near me. Find the best clothing shop around me. Find the theater where we have tickets availability on this. So these kind of things. So what happens here when voice search optimization? It is actually parsing our voice into text, into phrases, sentiments. Uh, Again, it is getting complex day by day. So it's like it is trying to understand what we are trying to say, not exactly what we are saying. So it's like reading between the lines. That kinds of updations are happening in this field. And it also recognizes your voice, your tone, everything. So yes, voice search optimization is also incorporated. But again, it is a layered approach where its first part is that it converts your voice search into the text part, and after that, whatever we have just gone through this search engine optimization, that text. Next, please. Core Web Vitals, again, it keeps on changing and it will keep on changing. The major ones are ranking algorithms like loading speed, interactivity, visual stability, your meta tags, your titles, your ease of use. There are, again, if you go inside Google search engine tools, you will see there are many more vital factors that are measured, that are recorded, and you get a number, you get a feedback on that, on which you can work on. Okay. Next one, please. Mobile first indexing. I think this we have already done while going to that. Uh, when we did that page speed, mobile version of your site for indexing and ranking, that comes on first. First of all, it considers that your mobile should be good enough. Priority, if I say it, it could be termed as priority, that your site's mobile friendliness, its mobile version takes the first space, and then your desktop, because the maximum number of visitors you get on your website these days are from mobile phones. Next. Yes, these are the three words that actually guide your entire SEO scenario. Even today, even it was yesterday, and it will be even tomorrow, and even day after. These three key traits will always be there. It will just take the different format. It will just take the way it actually works. But the theme, the bone marrow will remain the same. It always prioritizes content that demonstrates expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. This is the main and primary goal behind every. Like, if you are working on improving your website's SEO, this is the three key mantra that you should always remember. Whatever you are doing on your website, it should talk about expertise, it should talk about authoritativeness, and it should talk about trust. If these factors are strong enough, your subdomain, your sub part, your sub efforts will always get positive results. If not, it is going to impact. Next, please. Local SEO, Google My Business, I have already explained to you, so I think we don't need to get into that. We have already demonstrated also that Google My Business, how you can go. If you open My Google Business, you can list your business. In fact, as soon as you list on your map, it will always start suggesting you. Once you claim it, you did it, you have a listing on Google My Business. Google Maps, both are interlinked, but yes, both have different entities, different this one. Okay, next slide, please. Local citations, we have already covered it. Again, there are different online directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, local Chamber of Commerce website, and if you just Google for subdirectories, you will get thousands of subdirectories list which are accepting your submission. Just be careful to pick up only those which have a good name, good validity, good trust factor. Don't submit any of your backlinks to a spammy website that will get negative on you. So this is something. It's just simple. You open the directory, go to submit. Some will ask you for money. As soon as they ask you for money, understand that this is something is spamming. Quit it. Don't turn around. Find out some good directory businesses. Just display your business, your website, your product, your services. It will be like that. For example, justdial.com. This is one of very good online directories where you can list your business. For wholesalers, like Alibaba is there, and like there are n number. Depends on your business, depends on your streams, depends on your products, services, market, and so on. But yes, local citations will help you in improving your local SEO. Next slide, please. Reviews and ratings, I think we have already talked about that. When you have, let's say, Google pages or Google business, it will ask for review. So inspire your customers to leave positive reviews, because that will actually help you improve your local search ranking. The more ranking, the better placed will be your business on Google, and that will actually get back better results. Okay. Next one, next slide, please. Localized content, I think that is relevant to local audience, like blog post. When we talk about local, it has to be local. Like whatever is, you have to send a signal that you are working in a close locality, and things which are important will be there. Next slide, please. I think that is what we have done. So I will like to hand over to Rajesh ji, and I believe we can open floor for question answer session now. So you can type in your questions in the chat box, or you can just uh, speak it out here also. We are open for that. Over to Rajesh ji, please.
Yeah, thank you, Ashutosh, for such a valuable session. And now we are open for the question answer session. You may type or you may unmute yourself and ask question even. Can we, there is a question, can we get the PDF of this PPT? Actually, PDF is maybe not possible. We will be uploading the entire session on our YouTube channel, and we will be sharing the details in the group and individual to all participants. You can watch this video from our YouTube channel. Vanshika Agarwal has raised her hand. Vanshika, can you ask your question? Yeah, what is the YouTube channel? Jitendra, can you just share the YouTube channel name, the link of our YouTube channel? Yeah, there's a question from Vanshika. Sir, how can we improve keywords in our blog for our website? Ashutosh ji, can you answer this?
Sure. See, improving keywords on in our blogs or a website, if that is the question, I believe that you have already done the keyword research, and you know what are the keywords that you are trying to rank for. So now when you are trying to rank for those keywords, actually we have covered this in our previous session. In short, I will say that you have to improve the on page SEO. That means you have to use those in meta tags, you have to use those in titles, you have to use that those in your URL, the header tags, make some related keywords with internal linking, make some related, not direct keywords in external linking. So you have to architecture, or you have to design that entire page revolving around your keyword. So that is how you can improve the keywords density. If I believe, again, when we say improve keywords density, doesn't means that you have to stuff the keywords. If you stuff the keywords, it is going to bring you negative results. If you have any other, you can. Okay, I think Rajesh, you can answer this.
Yeah, is
WhatsApp
there
group
any
for this
WhatsApp
master.
group for masterclass? Actually, Isha, we don't have any WhatsApp group for this masterclass. Yes, we'll be sharing our WhatsApp channel with you, and you may join that for the regular updates. Otherwise, also we'll update you regularly about our next session. Vanshika, you have again raised your hand. Just can you ask any question? Anybody else? Any question?
Good afternoon, sir. I have a question, sir.
Yeah, please carry on.
Sir, I want to pursue these sessions and I even want to go in-depth study for digital marketing. And the purpose is very simple. I'm a management professor and I want to take this as a subject. Now, what would you suggest us being a beginner for this? Should we start with a complete digital course understanding or we can go with installments like first having a knowledge for SEOs or then SEM or something? So what will you suggest us, sir?
Yeah, Ashutosh, can you please answer?
Uh, Honestly speaking, this is since you are in management stream. May I ask you in management what is your specific specialization?
Marketing, sir.
Marketing. So now
Yeah.
what happens now if I look at this from marketing perspective, so marketing you have gone through conventional marketing, the traditional marketing, and now you need to switch from that to digital marketing domain. So the idea would be to first of all see what are the similarities between conventional marketing and digital marketing? What are the differences? What are the gaps? How the markets actually vary? The market is different. How the strategies are different? No doubt, both are marketing, but the way we think in traditional marketing and the way we think in digital marketing is entirely different. So you have to start with that approach. Start with digital marketing as a whole. As a whole means what exactly digital marketing is. Then inside digital marketing we have specific subdomains. For example, we have SEO, we have SMM, you have SEM, you have email marketing. And then based on your liking, your preferences, your requirements, you actually pursue any or all of these specific specializations. I believe that could be the best route possible for you.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, any more question? I have also shared my, yeah, Pawan, sir, you said that last time you will show the live example of alt text.
Um, Live example of alt text. I think this is quite a simple one, but okay. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I have a live site where I can just demonstrate this to you. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm just looking into it. If there is a live website I can open right now, I will give you a look at where and how it works. Okay, I'm just taking over the screen and I will try to show you. Okay, my screen is visible. This is a WordPress.com account which is live. And if I go to
No,
first
it's,
of
it's
all
not visible. Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah.
Not visible, sir.
Now it is
okay,
visible, I hope.
visible,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes, yes.
This is the dashboard. Now this is the dashboard of WordPress.com. It depends on the platform that you are working on. If you are working on WordPress.org, you will have a dashboard. Shopify, you will have it's the platform wherever you are working. So one thing would be media. If I go to media, because alt text is related to media, and let's say I go for upload media or browse free images. Let's say I go for browse free images, and I say that okay, I want to do something related to marketing pixels. These are provided by pixels, and let us say I select this one, okay, and I say copy to media library. So now I have taken this image over here. I got this image. If I go and edit this image, now you see I opened the image and I got certain attributes on the right hand side. Can you see that title? This is where I put the title of this image. This is where I put the caption of this image, and this is where I put the alt text for this image. Like if I want to make it digital marketing analytics, now I say done. This image has got the alt tag of digital marketing analytics. If I edit it again, you can see it is there. So now whenever this image will be used anywhere, it will automatically pull this digital marketing analytics. Along with that, we will always have an option to change it as well. So this is how we actually use the alt text. Whatever platform you are using, it will always have an attribute of alt text whenever you will edit the image, and from there you can get. I hope this makes sense and this is quite clear. Right, Pawan? Okay, so getting back to the presentation, I think it's very solved now. Yeah.
Uh, Jack has written, where is the where I will get the certificate? You'll get the certificate on your mail ID. And internship is possible. I want to do. Jack, you can connect with our sales team, and they will guide you how to go for the internship. Any more technical question related to this session?
Yeah, we are open. Anything on, off, anything like I'm not promising that I will be able to answer all your questions, but at least I will give it a try based on my knowledge and experience. So please feel free.
Yeah. And I've also shared the website details, phone number, and mail ID. You can also contact us on that. I also shared the YouTube channel link. You can watch this masterclass on the YouTube channel, as well as the last sessions also, the all the masterclass that we had. Any question, anyone of you, if you want to talk?
Yeah, please don't hesitate.
Yeah, I think people don't have any questions. They
Yeah.
have no questions. No.
Either
So
they have understood everything or they haven't understood anything. That is, these are the two cases when we actually
yeah,
don't have questions.
there is a question from Pavan: the how to do practically local SEO.
See, these things you have to practice. Local, see, when you are live in the field, there is no practice, I would say. It is the implementation. So where it is local SEO, like if you have any business, if you have any products or service, start working on creating its map entry, create a Google listing for that. If you have customers, ask them to put their reviews. If you have certain products where you think there is a particular directory where it could be beneficial for you to showcase your product or service or business, go ahead, list on that. That is how you practice. This is something that cannot be done in a lab environment. If I say this has to be go live, is there any step by step guide to implement these things? Of course, I think we have covered this in these two sessions, step by step, right from the beginning till the end. I think we have
And
covered it.
yeah, and Anup, if you like, if you want to go in details, we have a separate training module for SEO and other topics also. And you can contact our sales, or my sales team will contact you if you want to enroll in the program. You can do that. Other you also you can go through these videos again and again. You can just follow the steps, and you can implement this. You can take down the number, Anup, from the chat box. And any more question? Yeah, I don't think there's any more questions. Well, thank you, Asutosh ji, for being here and presenting this webinar and sharing your knowledge with us. There's again question came from Kusum. I think we are just thinking the questions. Kusum Yadav asked, how do we create backlinks?
First of all, we don't create backlinks. We actually earn those backlinks. So as soon as we use this terminology, we get things very clear. We are not creating backlinks. We are not buying backlinks, we are earning backlinks. Now, when we are earning backlinks, we are putting in some efforts. We are putting in our best efforts, exercise, practice, knowledge. When you do that, you get earn those backlinks. Through this, like if I tell you the ways, yes, you can have the directories, you can have the guest blogs, you can go on social media, people start talking about you. That is what backlink is all about. If you are famous, if you have certain product, let's say if you are living in a community in an area and you have certain product, let's say you are a very good cook, you are a very good cook, and people in your locality start talking about you कि यार she is a fantastic cook, उसका ये खाना बहुत अच्छा होता है, this is something so wonderful, amazing. What you are getting, you are earning back. It's the same thing happens in this scenario. Now, Pawan has got a question: How to use AI in SEO? Can you tell some AI tools that help in SEO? Honestly, I have personally not yet used any AI tool in SEO because till now I believe that SEO is something that needs the input or my experience and learnings from these years I have worked in the industry, which AI has not. Yes, AI can be used as an assistant. I can use Chat GPT, I can use any other tool, kind of brainstorming. It's like, okay, if I'm thinking about something and I need someone intelligent enough to challenge me or brainstorm me, or I want to discuss, I use Chat GPT for that. But no, sorry, but I'm not using AI tools. But I know in the market there is a huge rush of AI tools. But be aware, 90% of them, or maybe 95% of them, will be fake ones.
There's a
Using
question.
AI in
Yeah.
content reduce its search optimization. Now, this is a very debatable question, I would suggest. See, AI is not bad. I think we have talked a little about it in the previous section also. If you see AI, first of all, we need to understand what actually is AI. 98 or 95% of people, we actually don't understand what AI is. AI is artificial intelligence. The word in itself says it is artificial, and when the intelligence becomes artificial, it becomes a stale. It's a data processing unit, I would say. Yes, it can do the analytics, it can fetch more information very quickly than our human brains are capable enough. So, when we say AI content we are using, yes, if you are using Chat GPT and you are just saying that, okay, create an article on this and it gives you something, you just copy, paste, and put it on your site. Yes, of course. Google is also smart enough. They can detect that this is purely AI generated content and that will have less ranking. Uh, on the other hand, if you use it as an assistant, that give your own thoughts, guide it, ask it what to do. What to do should be answered by you. How to do should be answered by you. It should be used only as a assistant for you, then it will be good. Yes, of course, if you are using direct AI content, it will reduce your SEO value. Okay, next is how to do SEO for WordPress site. What are the steps? Honestly speaking, the question to this answer we have already done, and it is not just for WordPress site, it is for any site. SEO remains the same, the technology remains the same, the technique remains the same, only the implementation changes. And if you are doing it, if I talk about WordPress, there is a very popular and very successful plugin, Yoast SEO, that is used. Yes, Rank Math plugin is also there. Yoast SEO is one of the most popular and most used and very effective also. So what you do actually in Yoast SEO gives you all the features that we have just studied. You can put the title, you can put the meta tag, you can put the internal links, external links, alt images. You can define it everything. So it's just a tool. It's like if you know how to um, create or how to, let's say, repair a bike's engine, that is a skill you need to learn. Once you have that skill, you can use those screwdrivers to repair it, or those pliers, screwdrivers, all other tools just like that. These are just the tools. The techniques we have already studied, and that will remain the same irrespective of the site that you are going to use. Yes, anyone else, any other queries or questions you may have, please come up.
There is no more question, I think, coming to the chat box. So I think our question has been asked. So anything more you want to ask, or just we'll call it a day? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Asutoshi. And we cannot take more questions because there is no question. So thank you for coming to the session and sharing your knowledge with all the participants. And just I'd like to thank you all to be present here on this Sunday also. And just add that towards the end, I'll take one question from Pawan. What is the average salary of SEO jobs? Pawan, it depends on you and the company that you are applying, and always the skill sets that you are having with you. It's not fixed. It's maybe starting from maybe 15,000 to go up to 40,000 per month. And it all depends on your skill sets. Fine. Yeah, thank you so much for coming here and joining this masterclass. And this masterclass will be available on our YouTube channel. I've shared the link of the YouTube channel in the chat box. You can take it down. And thank you again for everyone for coming here. And just enjoy your Sunday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajesh ji, and thank
you,
you for
Asutosh.
for all the participants for being so attentive and patiently listening to all. I hope you all will do well, and most probably will make some mark in the SEO industry. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.